attacked by the guy and nearly murdered, and now I have to turn myself in for it. So you killed a member of the Argent Crusade inside of Harkon. Usually that's not smiled upon, even in self-defense. I recommend you come back to Maradin Hold Keep and turn yourself in to Harroward Withering. Hopefully we'll hear you out and be sympathetic with your situation. I hope I haven't got you in any trouble. Yeah, you kinda did. He's got a big fucking sword. Though to be honest, I could probably just sneak off and... I'll be fine. Maybe. So... I'm already aware of your actions, Kulgoroth. I welcome you into my town, give you my blessing, and what do? You slayed a traitor we've been hunting down for weeks. Well done. Your heroism is budding much earlier than I anticipated. To be honest, I choose, like, just the way it's phrased, like, obviously you can skim ahead and you know what he's gonna do, but I'm choosing to imagine he just sounds really cross. You know, when he's saying, I welcome you into my town, give you my blessing, and what do? And then he just smiles and just, you know, he gives me a medal for killing a guy. It's beautiful. Hold on, give me a sec. I need to throw something on your floor. Here, have some Stormwind Bray.
Put your faith in the light and all.
And that's an upgrade. Nice. Oh, Tyrion. At least he's got a sense of humor about me murdering one of his men. Well, it was self-defense. And the guy was a traitor, so... yeah. It all balances out. So we're now done with, here. We're now just done with Harkon. So we swing down to Menderstead. Oh, actually, I could get a fight down.
Hey there.
Yeah, we head down to Menderstead and talk to the guy down here, Gahrron. Then we head over to Gahrron's Withering and up here to these guys. Then we'll head back to Anderhall. Oh, and only then. For those who don't know, Showmance is down here. Excuse me. So, yeah. There's an NPC from Tearsful Glades that makes a reappearance there. What's her face? She's a nod to the Magic the Gathering character. Yeah, her. She makes a reappearance. Ooh, there's a quest here. Guess the guy's finally analyzed the stuff. My analysis is complete. The blight that affects the animals here is no residual disease. No, it's something new, and I think I know what it is. The Cult of the Damned maintains a plague cauldron on a farm called Gahrron's Withering. The farm is due southeast of us, close to where the Eastern Plague Island begins. I need a sample from this cauldron to verify my suspicions. Illuminate the cauldron and lower the present for its key. You'll then be able to access the cauldron and obtain my sample. Get the key from the cauldron lord, then activate the cauldron. Yeah. Fender. Let's go south a bit of Gubbins. I know that icon from and that icon from Warcraft 3. Some of the icons got carried over. I'm auctioning it, holding on to it, basically holding on to all those. I'm selling you. Holding on to you. So it's auctioning, selling, auctioning, selling, selling, auctioning. I can't remember who out. Oh, isn't that the leader of Dust? Ah, yes. That's the ward of that place.
Need something? I supply
For a moment I thought I could only buy these back from her, but it's any vendor. They're all the same. Okay. Sort junk. Well, that was sell junk, sorry. I think there's actually a few bottom items at the bottom I was meant to sort out there. I've got a bit of inventory freed. Much less than I would have hoped. Very few of it was actually items willing to vendor. It appeared that I arrived before you, Kulgoroth. Field Agent Kartish gave me the details about my own home. It seems my battles with the Scourge aren't quite over yet. It's the funny things you remember. It's funny the things you remember. I spent 16 hours a day working the fields, and every 7th day I would head into bustling Anderhall to sell what I'd grown. It was a tough life, but we did alright. But I barely remember any of it. When I think back to those days, I think about Gory's smile, or Andrea weaving from the window whenever I look up from the plough. The farm's just a bit to the east, but I'm not sure I'm ready to go back, Kulgoroth. I'd just like to make sure I hold on to these memories. So we go get him a few things.
Have a good one.
Oh, he's another quest. Oh, I never actually grabbed the quest for me in the first place. I never grabbed the quest from him in the first place.
Good health.
Empty Gahrron's Withering bottle. I think you used to have to get a ton of these before, one from each farm. You see 4 farms here. You have to go to each one for a quest. So, and I do believe, like, you could get a commission, or a commendation. Commission, I think, from the Argent Dawn as a trinket. It had no effect bar allowing you to gather Scourge Stones. By gathering Scourge Stones, you can turn it into the Argent Dawn and get a bit of rep. There's very few Argent Dawn NPCs left. Most have joined the Crusade, but I do believe there's one in Northern Terraceville. Sorry, by Northern Terraceville I mean over at the Bulwark. It's just at the north of it. Excuse me. Okay, just random siege equipment left lying around. A little unhealthy for it. And yeah, this is what most of the place looked like. You know, pre the healing. But that is creepy. Those weird poxness on the ground kind of makes me think of, you know, weird poxed flesh, which makes it creepier. Rogue, I will consume your light. Good luck with that. An access panel to the code remains securely fastened. In order to open it, you'll need to find the key. Cauldron Ward's Soul Rat's key disintegrates as it touches the lock on the access panel at the base of Cauldron's platform. A slight clanking noise is heard within, and the access panel swings open to reveal more viscous toxins within the Cauldron's framework. There's a small spigot that fits the bottle that the bottle fits well enough under and allows you to draw a sample for. There's a small spigot that the bottle fits well enough under, allowing you to draw a sample for Field Agent Kartish back at Menderstead. Well, that was a kind of scourge. Carefully close the spigot in the control panel, watching the cauldron's putrid ichor drips into the empty bottle. With the point. Wouldn't that be open? Whatever. Christ, again? Some XP, I guess. That looks like a fucking frying pan. That is a fucking frying pan. Huh. With the poison in hand, it's time to return there. Here's some fail leaf I'll grab. Remember you could get haunted here or something? Actually no, it was a memento. You would find a haunted memento in somewhere here in Western Plaguelands. There's a ghost following you around. Don't remember anything about it though. Okay, it seems all the stuff is back here. Alright. stealth past these. No need to really engage them if I don't need it to. It's a sheep. Child's painting. Faded finger painting. It's quite good for finger painting. And the child's wanted that. A cherished painting by Gahrron's daughter. Oh. Hungering Wraith. Prayer book. Well worn. The child's painting adds a much sadder tone to this whole thing. Let's grab some of this fade leaf. Damn it, bastard. Alright. We'll just head back to this guy. Actually, we'll head back to him in just a moment. No, we'll head back to him now. There's that quest up here, but for all I know, there could be a lead-up quest to it, so I don't want to go do it quite yet. I don't think there is, but I don't have to backtrack for it, so I'll just go turn these in first. I suppose I will have to backtrack to go do it, but you know what? Fuck it, I'll go do it this way. I really need to head back to Stormwind to get the mount speed increase. It'll save me a bit of time. It's a 40% speed upgrade. It's quite well worthwhile. Like, seriously. Also, as I was telling you before, these areas were much more endgame the first time round. These, like I was saying, the guy in Andorra was like level 62. So these were much burlier zones before. Yeah, you know, 50s, 60s. But, you know, somewhere around there. I don't remember the exact bit, but yeah, they're a bit weaker now. I wouldn't expect you to indulge in the whims of a nostalgic old man called Kulgoroth. Still, if you find yourself in the area. This. Gory used to read this, read from this prayer book every night. How had I forgotten? She was so devout, Kulgoroth. Dell's eyes turned to the finger painting. Oh. This painting. My daughter, Andrea. She loved to paint. I get either Glory's Workfest or Gahrron's shoulder guard. I'll take the Workfest.
See you later.
Thank you. Let's put this on. The thing I hate about tabards, always getting in the way of me looking at the gear. The vest goes well with the gloves and the shoulder, and well, actually no, that's a bit of the vest. It goes well with the gloves. Maybe the pants a little. Gahrron's Withering houses a viciously potent plague cauldron. Once we have a sample of the plague it spews forth, we have to determine whether the cult of the Dam is truly responsible for continuing to poison the land. Well, they're probably poisoning the land in either case, since they have a plague cauldron going. But I suppose in this case. Also, that tree over there looks plagued. Actually, that's some Forsaken fortifications. Good work. One moment, please. The Draenei takes a moment to compare your sample with a sample you presumably had distilled earlier. Yes, this seems to be the same corruption that is affecting the wildlife. With this knowledge and with your combat expertise, we may have the power to stop this. Ooh. Ah, yes. The cult of the Dam maintains a small camp to the east, Militia Outpost, which they use for field training outside of Sholomance. It may be we may have allowed them to proceed unchecked with this training for too long. If the cultists are truly using this plague to inoculate the wildlife, then Militia Outpost must be where the inoculation is occurring. Instructor Militia runs the outpost. Find her, slay her, and find out who she's taking orders from. She claims to be training cultists in the field, but I have other suspicions.
Remain.
To be honest, you'd think they would have called the that previously, but I suppose they might have bigger fish to fry, and so some trainees training mightn't be a big deal. But killing off the trainees is a good idea. Stops them from becoming actual competent fighters, or anyway dangerous. While you've been away, I've been trying a different approach on our friend Zankiki. I believe he may have a future as a healer. However, this is mainly because healing spells never miss. I hear from Field Agent Kartish that the cultist camp to the east is where the plagued animals are coming from. Hope you don't mind escorting Zankiki over there. Perhaps you can help heal some of the plagued animals within the camp. 1 second, folks. BRB. Hello, folks, and I'm back. Let's just make sure everything's going right. Yeah, all's good. Recording locally, recording locally, recording locally. Line across, line up, left, right, up. Line across, up, left, right, up. Sorry, it's all OCD things. But I hear from Field Agent Kartish that the cultist camp to the east is where the plagued animals are coming from. We don't mind escorting Zankiki over there. Perhaps you can help heal some of the plagued animals within the camp. Mark of the Wild. Strength, agility, and intellect increased by 5%. Not sure if Mark of the Wild still does that anymore. The Taurans say that she'll teach me to heal if we do a good job. Let's go, Mom. Here, 1 second, folks. Hey, folks, and I'm back. Sorry about stopping twice so quickly, but things happen. Recording locally, 30, 40, 70, 0, 30, 60, 90, 20, 50, 80, 10. Yeah, that's fine. Line across, line up, left, right, up. All's good. Sorry, just have to make sure the mic isn't muted and I'm actually recording. Too many times have I been recording with the mic muted, or, well, actually don't think that's ever happened, but it's a fear, certainly. And yes, I did have to go back here. But, too many times, basically, the recordings have gotten botched. And since I can't re-record this, I don't want to have to do it again. Oh, those are shaped into an X. I feel like there's a treasure quest here at one stage. Because, you know, X marks the spot and all that. Christ, this place is just filled with plagued animals. I've no need to engage any of them. Just grab you. At least it's likely to give me a level up. The other thing is, it's possible, but not very likely. Ooh, what did they just put on? Fell armor. Cool.
It's too far away.
Here she is. Soul Void. Periodically hurling bolts of void. Cool. Cult orders. You signed by Dark Master Gandling himself. Unsurprising, really, considering she's from Sholomance. You'd figure the master of it would probably be behind it. Take a look at the paperwork Melissa was carrying. The orders in Melissa's possession incriminate Dark Master Gandling of Sholomance, but also conceal another important bit of information. The cult orders state that the plague coming from the cauldron in Gahrron's Withering is in fact being used for two purposes. The first is the practice of spreading disease through the animals of the plague around, which you already knew about, and the remainder of the plague is being shipped to the Weeping Cave, a cavern north of Melissa's outpost, for use in some dark experiments. Students of Sholomance are using this plague to reanimate the dead. Certainly they must be stopped. Kill 2 Christophian disciples, 2 flesh-cobbled beat brutes, 2 flesh-cobbled rippers, and 4 unholy corpuscles within the Weeping Cave. And there's a cult sworn pugilist. Make me think of Final Fantasy XIV now. Shaggy Brown Bear. He seemed to have actually done it right. Huh. Shocking. That might be a fluke.